Hey, welcome into another episode of Get to Know Your Angels player profile here on Halos in the Infield. On this episode, we're going to be talking about another player who made a big difference, maybe not winning a title, but in the 60th year anniversary last year, the Angels dropped the ball in covering such players and honoring those that have made major contributions to the Angels baseball organization over the years. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about the one, the only, Torii Hunter. Born July 18, 1975, and raised in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Hunter attended Pine Bluff High School. Hunter, along with his three brothers, lived in downtown, close to Main Street. Hunter began playing baseball at the age of 8 and football a few years later, excelling as both a quarterback and a free safety. At Pine Bluff High, Hunter excelled in baseball, football, basketball, and track. According to his head coach on the baseball team, Hunter once hit a ball 550 feet as a home run in 1992. Hunter made the U.S. Junior Olympic team. Torii Hunter did not have the funds to reach a college at the particular time and actually wrote the governor of Arkansas, who was a future president by the name of Bill Clinton, for help, which Clinton actually responded and offered to pay for his tuition to Arkansas University. But Torii Hunter had already made up his mind, not hearing from the president right away, and he opted out for the Major League draft. Torii Hunter was then drafted by the Minnesota Twins for their 20th overall pick in a trade compensation with the Cincinnati Reds for John Smiley. In 1999, Torii Hunter would make his official Major League debut 2 seasons after coming up just for a couple cups of coffee. He would play 135 games and have 422 plate appearances, slugging 9 home runs and 35 RBIs with just a .255 average for the Minnesota Twins in 1999. Year 2000, he played just 99 games. With some injuries, he had only 5 home runs and 44 RBIs in just 336 plate appearances, but he was getting some valuable playing time as his career was moving forward with the Twins. In the year 2001, it seemed like for Torii Hunter, everything came together. It was his first big season where he played 148 games, had 600 plate appearances, 147 hits, 32 doubles, 27 home runs, 92 RBIs, and a batting average of .261 with an on-base percentage of .306. He was 21st ranked in the MVP that year for voting. 2002, Torii Hunter put on quite the season. He was his first-time All-Star and an MVP candidate, really close. He got a Gold Glove for the second time, as he did get one in 2001. In 2002, he had 604 plate appearances, 162 hits. He had career highs of 29 home runs and 94 RBIs and a .289 batting average. He was solid all over the place, including in the outfield as well. The Angels and the Twins met up in the postseason, and Torii Hunter was a valuable player to the Minnesota Twins trying to get to the World Series, but we all know how that went down. Despite the failures of the Twins in the 2002 season, he racked up another Gold Glove in 2003. He had 26 home runs and 102 RBIs, a .250 batting average. Yet again, another Gold Glove, and had 145 more hits. He was another solid player for the Minnesota Twins. In 2004, he came back again with 141 hits, 23 home runs, 81 RBIs, .271 average. As the Twins continue to flirt with the postseason, he had another Gold Glove. In 2005, he had 14 home runs and 56 RBIs in just 98 games played. He had some injury issues, but still racked up another Gold Glove. In 2006, at the age of 30, he played 147 games, 31 home runs, 98 RBIs, .278 average, .336 on-base percentage, and pulled up yet again another Gold Glove. In 2007, his final year with the Minnesota Twins, he had 28 home runs, 170 RBIs, and a .287 batting average. He also had another Gold Glove and an All-Star appearance, and he was close to another MVP. In August of that year, in 2007, he turned down a 3-year, $45 million extension for the Minnesota Twins, where he would then go into free agency in the late 2007. So in free agency, the Angels needed a left fielder, considering the fact that they were getting rid of Gary Matthews Jr., which no one was crying over. Torii Hunter signed a 5-year, $90 million contract with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, or the California Angels as I like to call them. It's at this point when he came to the Angels did not really have that identity to talk to the media. Over the last few years after the 2002 Angels had come and gone, and some of the guys had left for other teams in greener pastures, Tim Salmon retiring and things of that nature, you didn't have those same players you can go to in the locker room, and it just did not have that kind of voiced opinion or that leadership that it needed. And then so came Torii Hunter in 2008, and he seemed to shine a light on that dugout. He always wore a smile and was very kind to all the fans, and was kind to the media, and was an outspoken player. And if you needed to know anything that was going on with the Angels, Torii Hunter seemed to have the answers, or at least he was able to give you something. So in his first season with the Angels, he had 608 plate appearances, 21 home runs, and 78 RBIs. He seemed to just hit those numbers every season. He had 278 average and an on-base percentage of 344. He was a key leader in that clubhouse and would continue to be his entire time with the Angels. In 2009, he had almost a mirrored season, 22 home runs and 90 RBIs with a 299 average and a 366 on-base percentage as the Angels reached the postseason. In 2010, when they fell just short, he had a mirrored season, again, 23 home runs, 90 RBIs, and an on-base percentage of 354. In 2011, he had another solid year, 23 home runs, 82 RBIs, 262 batting average, 336 on-base percentage. In 2012 with the Angels, he wound up having a 313 average, 16 home runs, 92 RBIs. In late 2011, Hunter had an interview with one of the reporters where he said he wanted to retire as an Angel. But he became a free agent later in the 2012 season because the Angels did not offer him a contract extension. Personally, I was hoping that Torii Hunter would play another 2 seasons because the fans loved him, the players loved him, and so did the media, which is rare to have in sports in general. And he always seemed to keep the clubhouse nice and loose and help out Socha where he needed. I think the loss of Torii Hunter and a few other players over the next couple years would start the downfall of the Angels into mediocrity that they've been in the last 7 years. Because of this, in the year 2013, Torii Hunter would jump ship to the Detroit Tigers, where he would have 17 home runs and 84 RBIs in that season, batting .304 with an on-base percentage of .334 at the age of 37. And at the age of 38, in his second year with the Detroit Tigers, he had the same identical year, 17 home runs and 83 RBIs, just a little bit low than the average from the year before at 286. But then he went for his swan song in 2015 at the age of 39, where he hit 22 home runs and 81 RBIs with a 240 average with the Minnesota Twins. So not bad for your final year as a Major League ball player approaching 40. So for his career, he finished with 277 batting average career, 2,452 hits total, and 353 home runs, along with 1,391 RBIs driven in. In the end, there's no denying his great talent that he had on the field playing baseball and the love of the game that he showed and displayed with that great smile of his. He helped guys like Mike Trout become the players that they are today and helped other players grow along the way on Minnesota Twins, which they had a lot of players like Big Papi and a few others that came through the system at the time. He was a leader on and off the field and in the clubhouse, and he continued that in his time away from baseball as he stayed just as busy. Hunter continues to contribute off the field with the Torii Hunter Project and Education Initiative, where he helps underprivileged kids get to big colleges in California, Arkansas, Nevada, Minnesota, and Las Vegas. He also works with many cities to help improve baseball diamonds in the inner cities and helps Big Brothers of Prostate Cancer Foundation. Although Torii Hunter never won a world championship in baseball, he won a world championship in our hearts as baseball fans and as well off the field with his many charities. This has been another Get to Know Your Angels player profile.